What's up, guys? Today on People Now, hello Facebook Live.
Absolutely, I believe in love, and I want to be married.
New Housewives star Tinsley Mortimer on moving on after her arrest and violent relationship with her ex.
Chris Pine debuts his shaved head at CinemaCon.
He wouldn't give it. I am sure he wouldn't give it.
We've got Colin Farrell, too.
And our Survivor-inspired workout is coming at you.
Plus, Trading Spaces' most epic fails.
The big question is, what do you think about the fireplace?
You guys are going to be fixing that in a little bit.
TLC says they are bringing back the show. Will the original stars return too?
Yeah, that's... Boy, she's not happy.
Ooh, getting a little awkward there. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hello, Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. We've got a packed show today. We're talking all things Trading Spaces. Who remembers that show? It was so much fun, right? It's returning to television in 2018. We've got an amazing montage coming up of the best fail moments, and they are so funny and awkward. In honor of the show, our Facebook question of the day is this: what is your favorite design show? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. We'll get to them a little later on live right here on the show. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Watch this.
Peyton, you can't even look at me. You're looking everywhere else. Stop acting like a baby. You're 16 years old, and everybody's watching you cry. Save your tears for the pillow. You have an opportunity here. Don't blow it, kiddo.
Save your tears for the pillow. Looks like that is the last of the tough love that we'll be seeing from Dance Moms coach Abby Lee Miller, at least for now. On Sunday, the reality star announced her resignation in an Instagram post, accusing officials behind the popular Lifetime show of treating her, quote, like dirt after she wrapped filming for season 7B, saying this: for the past 6 years, 7 seasons, I have asked, begged, and even demanded creative credit for all the ideas, award-winning routines, themes, and costuming, to no avail. But Miller reveals her exit from Dance Moms was contemplated long before she pulled the trigger over the weekend. She talks to People about her decision to walk away, saying this: there was a lot that went on. I don't think that the production company has ever been able to differentiate between my livelihood, which they think is a TV show, and my livelihood as a dance teacher with a dance studio. To me, I never know when the show is going to end. I know my dance studio is not going to end until I say it ends. The reality star also alleges that the last straw came at a competition when one of the show's producers supposedly staged drama in front of unpaid families who were attending. And although Miller claims she hasn't heard from the network since quitting, saying, quote, no silver watch was sent to me overnight, she does say that she's open to returning to the show, but only if things change, saying this: never say never. A lot of things would have to change, just the way they pull things out of their butts the last minute. It makes the costuming exhausting. They want me to come to meetings, pre-production, but on my own dime. For now, Miller's life chapter with Dance Moms has come to a close, but she says she'll miss teaching the kids and the creativity that comes along with it. And recently, one of Miller's most famous Dance Mom proteges, Maddie, who went on to become a dancing superstar in Sia music videos, stopped by the People Now studios and talked to me about her time with Miller. Here's what she had to say.
We lived through it, so I feel like we don't have to watch it. And it was just so much drama that I don't want to see it again.
No curiosity about how it looked and played and whatever. I mean, meanwhile, I watch like every single thing, like this interview, I will watch it over and over again just to see how things go. So it's just interesting to me that that's your...
I hate watching myself. So like, if I do see this interview, I'll like want to watch it, you know, but it's just going to be weird to me because I think I always I'm like, oh, I made a weird face there. Or
well, whatever the reason, it's working for you, so maybe like keep it up because things are continuing to go well. Your old dance coach, Abby Lee Miller, not mentioned in the book. When you think back about the time with Abby, what's your takeaway from your time with her?
I mean, I learned a lot of lessons. It was definitely, I had the craziest time when I was with her and on that team.
This is not going to be another year of Maddie working her butt off.
I'm really glad that I moved on from that, and I did learn a lot from her, and we did have like some fun times, but I feel like now I've never been happier in my life, and like I'm not stressed at all, which is crazy. Like I was stressed at 11 years old, which shouldn't happen, so.
So that part of your life is defined by a lot of stress and anxiety.
Yeah, just because it was so much pressure winning a competition. Like that's what I always thought in my head. That was like my mindset all the time.
And now it's like expression, doing your thing.
Yeah, now it's like, it doesn't matter. A trophy doesn't mean anything.
Do you ever keep in touch with other girls since leaving Dance Moms?
Yeah,
Anyone
for
else
sure.
involved?
Yeah, mainly the girls that are on the show right now. Those are the girls I keep in touch with. Like, I love them.
Is it like in touch, like, hey, we're hanging out? Or is it like shoot a text here and there?
Well, like both.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get to see them that much. They're filming in LA right now. I just saw them at the iHeartRadio Awards. So, like,
oh, cool.
You know, I'll see them here
Right,
and
yeah,
there.
the whole pack was there.
Yep, they were. The whole pack. They're like a wolf pack.
Yeah, kind of, right? Would you ever consider, final question about that, would you ever consider reuniting with Abby, the other girls, any of them, for another competition or any project in the future?
I don't think so. I know I'm done competing. Like, I'm so glad to move on from competing. That's one thing that I'm so happy about moving on from.
Okay.
Just because it was stressful.
Mixed response on Facebook Live as to whether the show could continue without Abby Lee Miller. We will see what happens and keep you posted. Oh, those classic Trading Spaces moments will never get old, which is why we're so excited. TLC has announced that they're relaunching the classic design show. No word yet on if the show's original cast will be involved, but here's what they have been up to since the show ended its original run in 2008. For most of its run, Trading Spaces was hosted by the amazing and lovely Paige Davis. The actress and host has been married to actor Patrick Page. So guys, if she had taken his last name, her name would be Paige Page, but I digress. After Trading Spaces ended, Davis also hosted Home Made Simple on the Oprah Winfrey Network and Hallmark Channel's Home and Family. In 2013, she revived her role of Roxy Hart in Chicago on Broadway and continues to perform. When news now of the Trading Spaces revival broke, Davis responded to fans on Twitter saying this: "I hope I get to host again." And we hope so too, Paige. Another very familiar face from Trading Spaces' original run was high-energy carpenter Ty Pennington. We love him. Pennington, of course, left Trading Spaces after 4 seasons to host the mega-successful Extreme Makeover Home Edition. He also hosted American Diner Revival. Pennington has a furniture line at Sears and in January appeared in the Tournament of Roses parade before the Rose Bowl. Designer Vern Yip was known as one of the Trading Spaces' most even-tempered talents, continues to be in the public eye. Yip was a judge from season 4 to season 8 on HGTV's Design Star and also hosted Deserving Design for 4 years. Vern currently lives in Atlanta with his partner Craig and their 2 children and recently released the book Design-Wise. Designer Doug Wilson was known for his bolder designs, once making a bedroom look like a prison cell. Great idea, I guess. Since Trading Spaces ended, Wilson released a decorating guide called Doug's Rooms and hosted the TLC show Moving Up and America's Ugliest Rooms. Last but certainly not least is designer Hildy Santo Tomas. Hildy was known for her more theatrical designs, including a bathroom with stapled-on faux flowers, a wall-sized portrait of herself in a living room, and pasting hay on a homeowner's wall. Not such a great idea, I don't think. Sadly for us, Hildy hasn't appeared on TV since Trading Spaces ended, but her Wikipedia states that she lives in Paris and that she's rarely seen in public. In 2014, she did appear at an event in Atlanta where she reunited with fellow Trading Spaces designer Doug Wilson. So guys, fingers crossed that we'll see all the Trading Spaces cast reuniting really soon. Now watch this.
I still, of course, believe in love, and I currently, going, to counseling and therapy about everything that happened, to me, and just so I can, I have a lot of closure on it, but there's still things I just need to work out, just because to how I found myself in this relationship in the first place, and I'm just trying to figure out and work through.
Real Housewives of New York City's newest cast member, Tinsley Mortimer, is opening up exclusively to people about her hopes to find love after escaping a violent relationship. Even though she's been through a lot, including an arrest last year, the socialite remains optimistic about finding happiness. Watch.
Absolutely, I believe in love, and I want to be married again, and I want to have, children, and the clock is ticking. I'm 41 years old, so I need to start getting on that. My goal is man first. I'm not one of those girls that is so eager for a baby that she's just gonna have a baby. No, I want the whole thing again, I want the wedding again and all of it, that's what I feel like I deserve, and that, I get it, it actually would be my 3rd time being married since I was married to the same guy twice, but 3rd time's a charm, so we'll see.
Good morning, Andrea Boehlke.
Good morning. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live. So in honor of Trading Spaces coming back, we want to know your favorite design show. Edward says, my favorite design show is Extreme Home Makeover.
I loved that show. Really did. Like Extreme Makeover Home Edition, like with the surprise and everything. Like
that was great.
It was so heartfelt and great. Anyway, I'm a lush for that show. Deborah says Ty Pennington was her favorite part of Trading Spaces.
Okay. Charlie says Trading Spaces is great, but Property Brothers is best.
Okay, Property Brothers, strong contenders. Keep the Facebook comments coming in. Maybe we'll have a face-off between those casts somehow in the future, Ty Pennington and the Property Brothers.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll check in with you again soon, but first, Andrea, more trending news.
Yes, watch this.
mean, I had no interest in joining Wonder Woman. I didn't know anything about Wonder Woman. I knew nothing about it. I didn't really think it was going to work out. And pretty much within 10 minutes, I knew I was going to do it. Patty has an incredible, and I'm not just saying this, she's standing here, but Patty has an incredible spirit and an incredible infectious energy and this kind of positive light that you can't help wanting to, she could have been doing a taco commercial. I probably would have signed up for it.
Chris, I know I'm speaking for lots of people when I say that we cannot wait for that taco commercial. Chris Pine debuted a shaved head at CinemaCon in Las Vegas while he was promoting his upcoming superhero movie, Wonder Woman, and he was definitely rocking his new look. We're all counting down the days until Wonder Woman premieres June 2nd. And stay tuned for more from CinemaCon in Star Treks, including Colin Farrell getting a surprise hug from another star. He got a little choked up. Very sweet. All right, moving on to this. YouTube superstar Connor Franta is making headlines in this week's People as he opens up about his secret struggle with clinical depression. The online star previously made waves with his followers when he came out as gay in 2014. Franta writes about his struggles with depression in his new book, Note to Self, which is available April 18th. The book centers on the reflections that he had while going through copious amounts of therapy. Connor explains to People that he denied that it was anything more than sadness for a long time and that he finally accepted it. Connor hopes his new book helps others, telling people life is too short to sit on the sidelines.
Well, guys, I can thank the new horror film The Blackcoat's Daughter for my recent nightmares. Yes, the movie starring Emma Roberts, Kiernan Shipka, and Lucy Boynton is our Toyota People pick of the day. It centers around two girls who are left alone at a boarding school during winter break when their parents mysteriously fail to pick them up. Trust me, if you like being scared, this movie is for you. So when I recently sat down with the stars of the movie, I had to ask them how they would shake off the creeps after a day of filming. Plus, Emma Roberts opens up about her tendency to lean towards darker roles. Watch this.
You do know about the sisters, don't you? They worship the devil.
So film wraps. What do you do to shake off the creeps? And now you kind of got to get out of it. What'd you do?
Leave Ottawa.
Leave Ottawa. That's it. It was sort of connected to the place. Is that really
the boarding school. Yeah, because the boarding school was abandoned. I mean, it was closing down a month after we finished filming.
Wow.
So it had this really eerie feeling anyway. Yeah. So just get the hell away from it. And
legitimacy to the location really kind of dictated that.
Yeah.
Emma, I see a little bit of pattern here. American Horror Story, Scream 4, Scream Queens. These sort of darker type characters. What's going on?
It just happened that way, which is so odd because I'm not someone that likes to be scared, really. Like, I'll see scary movies, but, I'm not like a huge, horror fan. And then all of a sudden, I have all these horror fans, and I realize I'm like, oh yeah, Scream 4, Scream Queens, American Horror Story. I'm like, when did that even happen?
Yeah.
But no, it's fun. I mean, it's such a different genre, and I've been lucky to get to kind of do different parts of that genre. Like, American Horror Story is so different than Scream Queens.
We've lost a lot of blood, so donate yours.
Despite them both being Ryan Murphy and The Blackcoat's Daughter, despite it being a horror, it really is like also a beautiful movie, and it's also like inside the minds of these young women, and it's twisted and there's a lot of suspense, so it's not really just a horror movie. So I've kind of gotten to do all different kinds of horror within horror.
All right, guys, stay with us. An American Airlines first officer dies during the plane's landing. Plus, meet the couple who got engaged during a special day given to them by the company they work for. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
An American Airlines first officer died Wednesday after collapsing in the cockpit during a flight preparing to land in Albuquerque, New Mexico. William Mike Grubbs was immediately treated by medics after the plane landed, but was unable to be revived, according to the Dallas Morning News. The plane came from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas at about 3:33 p.m., and according to CNN, CPR was performed for 35 to 40 minutes before Grubbs was pronounced dead. The airline said in a statement that it's, quote, deeply saddened by Grubbs' passing, going going on to say, "We are taking care of First Officer Grubb's family and colleagues, and our thoughts and prayers are with them during this difficult time." CNN reports that the Federal Aviation Administration will, quote, follow up with the airline to learn more about the incident. And big news Wednesday night out of North Carolina, Republican lawmakers said they have reached an agreement with Democratic Governor Roy Cooper on legislation to resolve a standoff over the state's bathroom bill. GOP leaders announced the new legislation would be debated and voted on Thursday. This is coming off the heels of the National Collegiate Athletic Association saying North Carolina sites won't be considered for championship events from 2018 to 2022, absent any change in the law known as House Bill 2, which limits LGBT non-discrimination protections and requires transgender people to use public restrooms corresponding to the sex on their birth certificate. The decision would be made this week on upcoming events. An Associated Press analysis this week found that House Bill 2 already will cost the state more than $3.76 billion in lost business over a dozen years.
The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks.
Spectacular actor. And such a oh my God.
How cute is that? Colin Farrell got a little choked up after receiving a warm embrace from iconic actor Gary Oldman, who happened to be at CinemaCon. Colin will be taking over Clint Eastwood's spot for the highly anticipated remake of The Beguiled. Clint originated the role back in 1971, but according to Colin, they have not talked about it. Watch.
No, he wouldn't give it. I'm sure he wouldn't give it. I'm sure he wouldn't lose it. I don't even know if he knows about it. No, but the original was kind of extraordinary. The original was an extraordinary film.
Well, Colin, I'm pretty sure Clint Eastwood would approve. Well, Colin is also in talks for another remake, Disney's live-action Dumbo. So with Danny DeVito and Eva Green already on board, watch what he said.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope so, man. I'd love to do it. Yeah, hope so.
We hope so too. It's going to be pretty amazing, and we can't wait to see if Colin joins the cast. All right, moving on to this. The one and only Scarlett Johansson absolutely stunned at her New York City Ghost in the Shell premiere. On Wednesday night, the 32-year-old actress showed off her hourglass figure in a black balmain gown from the spring 2017 ready-to-wear collection. The drop-dead gorgeous dress featured multicolored crystals, a plunging neckline, and of course, a seductive leg slit. ScarJo has been quite the fashionista throughout her Ghost in the Shell press tour. Besides Balmain, the actress has rocked Olivier Rousting, Azadine Alaya, Haney, and so much more. So I think it's pretty safe to say this hot mama knows how to work a red carpet. And if you need more Scarlett in your life, do not worry. Ghost in the Shell hits theaters this Friday, March 31st. All right, now you have to watch this.
Who's my favorite co-star? I can't say Kate Blanchett because I wouldn't fuck her. If they're laughing, there's a, I don't know why I wrote nice things about Kate Blanchett on Twitter, and now I'm a pervert. What did I do? I was creepy. I can't say creepy, but you know what I mean. I don't know why loving an actor that's so talented is creepy, but I guess I'm creepy.
If loving Cate Blanchett is wrong, Val Kilmer doesn't want to be right. On Wednesday, the Top Gun and Batman Forever star made an appearance at the Irvine Improv in California to introduce a special screening of his one-man play, Citizen Twain. At the screening, Kilmer did a Q&A where he addressed those epic Cate Blanchett tweets. So if you didn't hear, over the weekend, Kilmer went on a very long Twitter spree praising the actress, even admitting that he once traveled all the way to Australia just to see her. When people spoke to Kilmer about the Twitter rant as well as his health, the 57-year-old actor said he's, quote, doing great and doesn't understand the internet craze. He tells people, it makes no sense. I didn't say anything weird. I write about all my friends. There's no story, nothing weird. All right, you heard it from him, nothing weird. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Thanks, Andrea. People has teamed up with the research firm Great Place to Work to bring you the first annual Companies That Care list. It's a list of the top 50 companies that show respect, compassion, and concern for their employees based on surveys with workers at over 1,000 companies around the U.S. Now, today we're featuring number 30 on the list, Recreational Equipment Incorporated, also known as REI. And joining us now via Skype from the REI where they work are Jamie McNeely and John Ferguson, who use their company-provided Yay Days to get engaged and married. Thank you guys for joining us today. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Now, Jamie, your wedding pictures are so beautiful. Before we dive into that special day, could you explain exactly what a Yay Day is?
So a yay day is twice a year we get a paid day to go out and play.
Then it's that simple. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, I love the idea, and we need to incorporate those around here, guys, all right? John, for your first Yay Day in 2015, Jamie thought you guys were just taking your daughter, Rhiannon, on her first real hike, but you had bigger plans. You proposed. What was that day like for you?
It was amazing. It was picture perfect. It was a beautiful winter hike at one of my very favorite places in the world. Where I did my first hike, so it was very significant to me, and I was hoping to make it significant for Jamie as well. And we just had the most perfect conditions, and the snow was coming down, and I just took a knee and asked for her hand, and it was perfect.
It's so great. It looks really great based on the pictures. Jamie, how surprised were you when John proposed?
I was pretty surprised. I mean, we have a baby, so we have been talking about getting married, but I did not know that was going to be the day. She was 6 months old that day, so we wanted to take her on her first winter hike, and it was our first Yay Day. I should have known something was up when he took so long to get ready that morning, but...
The first time he's cared so much about the details, right?
Right.
So, last month, you guys used another Yay Day to get married outside in Colorado, and I'll just note that it's the first outdoor wedding in February that I've ever heard of, and I love it. Jamie, how special was that day for you?
I don't even have words. It was 45 and sunny. It was in the mountains. Great. It was unbelievable. My dad passed away not long after we got engaged, and February 18th is his birthday. So we wanted to do that on that day to honor him, and I think he was smiling at us the whole time.
Well, no doubt, a very special way to commemorate him. And Jamie, you've worked for REI for 5 years.
Yes,
John,
almost to the day.
Okay, and you've been there about 7, John. What is it that you love about working there so much, other than those Yay Days? I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Well, I love, it's like a second family for me. It's just a bunch of like-minded individuals, and it really just brings great people together, and I just love this company.
Well, it's really great, guys, and we really appreciate you sharing your story with us. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, and we also have information on all 50 companies that care on people.com and in the latest issue of People. Check it out.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told People her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are People's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
It's time now to meet a real-life hero among us. Watch this. Richard and Dan are joining us live via Skype. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Great. Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
Of course. Thanks for joining us. So, as we saw in that video, you two faced one of the hardest things a parent can face after losing your son. So you know how that pain feels. How important is it for you to help other families now facing the same struggle that you did?
You know, it's extremely important to us because during Emilio's journey, we witnessed so many low-income, underserved families struggle with just the basic needs, and especially transportation.
Yeah, and you've been helping out these families. What has the response been like from the families that you've helped? What are their reactions typically?
Well, certainly they've reacted with gratitude, but every day moms or dads will come up to us and just tell us how our services have given them such a sense of relief because the basic needs are being taken care care of, as Richard said, predominantly transportation, but also emotional support and resources that we offer. And with these needs being taken care of, they're able to concentrate on their child. And this journey with chemotherapy is such a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I can imagine. And so, for people that want to get involved, how can people around the country get involved and help support the Emilio Nares Foundation?
Well, they can go to our website, which is enfhope.org, to find out more about our programs and how to get involved.
All right, well, Richard and Diane, thank you so much. Truly real-life heroes among us. For more information, please visit enfhope.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
Such a great story. Glad that they are doing good things with that. Before we go, guys, let's check back in again with Facebook Live one more time in honor of the former renovation show Trading Spaces returning to TV. Our question of the day is, what's your favorite design show? You're weighing in here.
Dara says Fixer Upper.
That one got a lot of love. Lots of people love
and Connie says, so excited Trading Spaces is returning, with many explanation points. She's very excited.
Angie says Property Brothers for sure. Holly says Extreme Home Makeover for sure. Again, those two.
A lot of
battle it out.
design shows.
Shout out to Suzanne, who says joining from sunny and warm Florida. Oh, take me away.
Soon. We're getting there. We're very close.
We're
to summer.
edging toward good weather for sure. Guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern live here again. We're going to be celebrating the late Debbie Reynolds' birthday with a mashup of Singing in the Rain, the movie that put her on the map. Woo! Plus, we have a Princess Kate and Prince William flashback Friday you will not want to miss.
Yes, thank you for watching. And with summer right around the corner, which we were just talking about, a new special issue of People has some super inspiring fitness and weight loss stories for you with their updated Half Their Size issue that highlights 6 women who have lost a combined 839 pounds.
Really
crazy. It's available on newsstands everywhere Friday. And now take a look at our latest Survivor-inspired workout with fitness and transformation motivator, Shaun T. Watch.
Bye, guys.
Andrea has the last of them for Tavua. Tavua has been very impressive on the balance beam. They've got all their bags and a massive lead.
Here we go, here we go. This week's Survivor Challenge tested my balance a little bit, so I'm very excited because fitness and transformation motivator and Survivor superfan Shaun T is here to show us a Survivor-inspired workout. All right, Shaun, what are we doing today?
So today we're going to do the balance sprint. So when your body's under stress and you have to actually hold your body up, you need to be able to use your core. So we're going to combine the two together. Very simple. Andrea, sprint in place. Now when I say go, you're going to jump onto your right leg and you're going to balance yourself. Ready? Go. Sprint. Come on. Now we're going to the other side. Ready? Go. I'm pushing you. Your body's under stress. Can you hold yourself up? Come on. Ready? Sprint it out. Go, go, go. Right side, hold. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sprint. Go, go. One more, one more. Left side, hold. There you go. And good. Very simple. All you do is sprint for a minute. You hold for a minute. You do that over and over until you get to 5 minutes. And hopefully you'll learn how to use your core.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more people now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.